Well, good morning. We are live from Linux Mint for this Good Morning Linux. How are you? Hope you're all doing well. We are in a deep freeze here in Ohio. Sipping on my hot chocolate, doing my morning stretches, jumping on for a little bit, maybe for a half hour or so, for this Good Morning Linux Mint edition. If you are technically curious, this is my current, one of my backup machines, Lenovo. This originally had a Windows 7. We all remember Windows 7, don't we? Yeah. Nothing fancy here, but it works. Dual core, maxed out with 8 gigs of RAM. Graphics card, just a simple graphics card. Nothing fancy. But for a lightweight system, like Linux Mint Mate Edition, perfect. Try it.
Listen, the birds are singing. The spring is finally here. My broken heart is crying.
Well, let's go ahead and transition. I'll show you my desktop here. Slightly customized. So this is the what I have here is at the bottom is the Cairo dock. Probably the best dock, the best looking dock for Linux. Functionable dock. I don't use docks that much, but this one's pretty slick. If you haven't already, check it out. Again, it's called Cairo dock. I have the news feeder ticker running up here, as you can see, with some various news feeds. And it says here, Google is working on a Blink-based iOS browser, contrary to Apple's WebKit rule. Okay, I don't think it's anything I would be interested in. Let's see. I was running some updates, so let's see if we're good. Let's do refresh using the Linux Mint Update Manager. Now, this is not the brand new version of Linux Mint. I'll probably test the update tool here sometime. The first time I tested it, you have to use terminal commands. It didn't work. The second time around, I believe I fixed it, but I didn't do the upgrade to the newest version. Alright, as you can see, we are up to date. So that's good. As I'm playing my dad's music. So that looks good there. We'll let the ticker feeder, news feeder, scroll. See if anything catches my eye. Scientists grew mini human guts inside mice. Ugh. Okay. Linux Mint has been one of my favorites really for the last at least 13 years, and it's in my top 5 for the best Linux distributions, not just for beginners, but just one of the top 5, one of the best, period. I would put this up there with Zorin OS, if you haven't already tried it. The Ubuntu 22.04 LTS, if you're looking for something a little more flash, as it were. One of the best, and there are a few others. But if you're looking for something lightweight and simple, check out Linux Mint. There are different desktop environments, such as XFCE Cinnamon. There's the Debian edition. I prefer the Mate edition. With the Mint menu, as we have here. I've always liked this. It's just simple. It just works. There's something to be said for something that just works, right? Less headaches. Who needs more Tylenol, right? Looks like the latest LibreOffice 7.5 has been released. Very good. The GNOME extension makes the activities label more useful. So the next Linux Mint, which is due, I believe, in the summer, has a new code named Victoria. Somebody said, "Are they? Is the Linux Mint team a fan of the Spice Girls?" Because I guess one of the girls' names is Victoria. I have no idea. I did take a brief read on Elementary OS 7, codename Horus. Not something I would use, but I thought it looked nice. Again, for absolute beginners, I would take a look at Linux Mint Mate, Ubuntu Mate, Zorin for my top 3 for all 1.3 billion Windows users out there. That's what I would use. Absolutely. Taking a look here at the applications menu on the Cairo dock. Just slick looking. I really like this. Thunderbird Email, my favorite email client. This is where my notifications come in for your PayPal contributions to the channel. Thank you to all of you. Shout out to Jesse. So it looks like my spam folder has been cleaned out. Very good. There's nothing better than Swiss Miss hot chocolate in the morning on a very cold morning, which is what, 10 degrees? Yeah. The Mate desktop continues to have the best weather applet of anything I've ever tried and seen in any Linux distribution. It just works. It's simple, reliable, easy to read. Just the best. The weather applet. The Mate desktop for Linux Mint. Somebody once joked, well, Toz, if you want to check the weather, just look out the window. Oh, sure, right in the middle of doing a live show, I'll just leave my microphone, walk over, look out the window, come back. No. This is better. Yeah. Ooh, it's going to jump around 30 degrees, a heat wave. Anyway, another sip of coffee as I listen to my dad's tunes. If you like Italian music, check out my dad's tunes. I set up a Bandcamp page for him as he was sending me tunes during the pandemic lockdown from his music vault over in Italia. This song here is one of my favorites. It's the Oh Hey I'm Screwed song, as I like to call it. Check it out. Da 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 da. I'm almost out of my hot chocolate. Oh my. Anyway. All right. Let me jump into the chat here. See if anybody's diving in on this very, very cold morning, at least for me. Yeah, when it gets below 0 wind chill, that is very, what's the word I can use? Very unstable, to use a Linux analogy. So, yeah. All right. Let me switch screens here. Look to the chat. Okay, Razor is in the house. What's up, Razor? Delicious hot chocolate. Yeah, you're chilling, working later today. Yeah, I am literally chilling. Oh, the temperature went up 4 degrees in 5 minutes. Razor, it went from 10 to 14. Ooh, yeah. Winter time. I don't do a lot of outdoorsy stuff. Obviously, when it gets cold like this, it's obviously not safe. Potholes. Yeah, potholes are like the measles, they spread, so I try to limit my driving to until spring. So mornings like this, when I don't have anything planned, if it's above freezing, I might go for a walk. When it's 10 degrees or 14, yeah, I'll just either jump online, catch the latest news, or, do a quick live just to say hello to anyone who wants to say hello. But, yeah, I'm not a fan of winter. Razor, have you tried Linux Mint? All right, so you used it on and off over the years, now mostly as a backup OS or something to mess with Ventoy. Ventoy. Is that the Ventoy? Is that where you could put multiple distributions on a USB? Right? I don't think I've used Ventoy. Ah, you're on Peppermint now. Okay. Solidix as the external OS. Okay. I have on my main machine on a Dell, that would be Windows 10. It works. I guess I've been lucky. On a second SSD would be the Ubuntu Mate. On my older backup machines that I have hooked up to a 50-inch TV, I have, of course, this Lenovo. This is a 1 SSD drive dual boot with Linux Mint, not the latest one. And then with Windows 11, which just may sound weird, but I would consider a lightweight operating system because it's faster than some Linux systems. It's faster than my Ubuntu. Then I have a Gateway. That one has Ubuntu 22.04 on it. And Windows, which I don't use Windows on that one. Okay, so Ventoy, you write it to USB, then drag and drop. Okay, all right, cool. Let me check the stream here, see we're still in the green. Alright, looks good. This processor is on this Lenovo. The machine is super stable. The processor is outdated, so one thing I do with these live podcast type shows, I stream in 720p to put less stress on the machine, but it works. So you have PCs to run Windows and the rest have Linux. Ah, okay. Yeah, pretty much same here. Yeah. I generally stick with Debian or Ubuntu based. And I've been using Ubuntu since 2006, so yeah. From Canonical. Canonical was born in 2004, and they're still around. Not too many Linux distributions can really claim that, right? Amazing journey. I need to check one of my Chromebooks where it was the end of support life for one of those, but I was able to install a different browser called Lacrosse, Linux on Chrome OS, to at least get the security updates of what the browser is. It separates it from the operating system to extend the life of an expired Chromebook. So I need to check that today. So you went back to Debian. Usually build up your installs, and Snapd was bricking your installs because of a weird bug. Generally speaking, I like to avoid Snap software, Snap packages, Flatpaks, app images. They're just not reliable. It's been very, very disappointing, at least in my tests. I guess I'm not the only one, Razor, but yeah, it's I think I have a few pieces of software through Snap or Flatpaks. In Linux Mint, I believe I have the Snap package to play my DVDs of the TV show Burn Notice, one of my favorite shows. But generally speaking, I avoid Snaps, Snapd, Flatpaks. They're just not reliable. So, yeah. The issue I had with the Snap Firefox, it took like 3 minutes to launch. Yeah, and Ubuntu said maybe it's fixed now, but yeah, not for me. Stick with what's part of the that specific distribution's repository of software, and hopefully that'll work for you. So yeah. I'll have to take a look for the next Linux Mint 21.2 new features revealed to take a look at that. I probably should upgrade this to the next one. I'll see if that upgrade tool works this time. I use Brave also. I like the Brave browser. It's probably my second favorite browser next to Chrome in terms of speed and reliability. You know, here we are in 2023, and it's still disappointing. At least here, walk into a store like a Walmart, and the only Linux machines I see are Chromebooks. Nothing wrong with Chromebooks. I wish we had other choices, but that's it. I don't even think my Office Max here has a Chromebook. It's been disappointing, but Chromebooks have become the de facto Linux standard for consumers. There's nothing else out there, yeah. I would love to see a Linux Mint machine at a Walmart or a Office Max, Best Buy. They're just not there. Disappointing. If there's anybody watching and wants to say hello, I have a question, please don't be shy. Say hello here in the chat. These are random live shows I do, obviously at random, for people around the world to stop in and say hello when they can, versus doing them only at night. Yeah, you don't know too many people locally use Linux. Same here. Some people do understand the words Linux, Chromebooks. Not too many. Not too many. So, yeah. Still no excuse not to have a different machine, Linux machine in the store besides a Chromebook. At least one. Yeah, same here. Mostly Windows and Mac. We don't have a Mac store here. The closest Mac store is 30 miles away. Oh, you have an Apple factory nearby. Nice. I wish we did. Closest thing I have to a Mac is an iPad mini. I don't use it that much. It's either my phone, when it comes to portability, it's either my phone or my Chromebook. Those two are the fastest. Yeah, Mate Desktop on Mint. You know, Mate Desktop, Linux Mint has done a fantastic job, really. It just works. I don't know how else to describe it. It's simple. It's customizable. It works. Let me go back to the display here, Razer. My desktop, I'll show you. But yeah, this is just a clean setup. I think the Cairo dock adds a nice look to it, nice polish to it. You know, I like to have a panel at the top, panel bar at the top, and it just works. It just, yeah, you know, after testing God knows how many hundreds of systems over the course of, well, since 2006, I stopped in 2016 because all I was doing, it wasn't so much distro hopping, I was bug hopping from bugs to bugs to bug, and I thought, this is ridiculous. And the only Linux-based machines, well, at least that I've seen, that you could buy with no bugs at an affordable price, or Chromebooks. I got 2 of those. And then I stuck with Ubuntu based, such as Zorn, Linux Mint, Ubuntu Mate. So yeah. Anyway, XFCE is good too. Yeah. If Mate did not exist, I would probably use XFCE also for its lightweight and simplicity. So yeah. All right, we'll wrap this up here in about 5 minutes or so. I can start my day, get cleaned up and showered and all that good stuff. Checking my messages on my phone. All right, very good. All right, so it looks like running the updates on this morning, didn't notice any hiccups. Not that I was expecting any, but you never know with Linux. So the stream looks good, everything in the green. And I just realized this is OBS Studio 25 and not, isn't the new one 29? Huh. Yeah, I just noticed that. Interesting. I'll have to update that. Anyway, anything else, Razor, on your mind before we wrap this up for this morning? Thank you for stopping by, saying hello. Always a pleasure. If you want a mint like Debian distro, check out Pardus. I believe I have years ago. Yes, Turkish based. Yes, that rings a bell. Yeah. Debian based. I don't know if I have a Debian based on one of my ThinkPads. I'd have to look. I may have something on there. I've kind of lost track. I should probably update my Amazon Fire tab. I mainly use that in the summertime at the pool. All right, Razor, thank you for stopping by. I'm going to end this now, start my day. So have a good day at work, stay warm, and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. And all of you, stay warm and take care. Ciao.